Hello, everyone. As you can see in front of me, since it's a cold day, there is a cup of herbal tea. So I hope you enjoy. The novel that I wrote is called Beauty Inside. It's stories that are, of course, made up. I will read a story from my novel, and at the end of the story, there is always a moral to the story. Please do not copyright the stories that I will be reading to you. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Hear from you soon. The first story that I will read to you is called Always Take Your Time. This takes place in a small river. There were many different types of animals which lived in the river, which included fish, lobster, trout, etc. However, in the river, there were always two groups of animals that were like glue. This means that they did everything together. They would go places and even attend the same school. The river was always a busy place. They were friends since they were born. They knew everything about each other. The weather was also different each day. During some days it was cold and windy. Other days it was warm and foggy. On that day it was a nice, warm, sunny day with the sun shining on the north side. However, one day humans were camping along the river, and children were also included. Children who always wandered around wanting something fun to do. They came to the campsite with large vans. The vans were extremely big, and they were mostly made up of families that came to the campsite and always had a nice time. The children knew that they should leave wild animals alone. The reason is that animals needed space and freedom. Animals always wandered free among the forest and in the river. The children sat along the river, just looking around. Of course, they were extremely bored. They had spotted one group of animals, but they tried to catch them. But they were very fast. They didn't think about anything. They just did whatever they felt like doing. There were three children who were trying to catch the animals, which included two girls and one boy. The girls' names were Mary and Elizabeth, and the boy's name was Thomas. Thomas was a tall boy with dark, short brown hair. He was very active. Mary was a short girl with long, curly blonde hair, and she had blue, shiny eyes, and she was very talkative. Elizabeth was a girl who was tall, and she had short black hair, and she wore pink glasses. She was so tall, and she was always good at sports. Mary and Elizabeth wanted to catch animals quickly, but they always took their time. After a while, Lucas shouted, "Look at me! I caught some animals." He was very happy. He couldn't stop smiling. Mary and Elizabeth gathered around him and said, "Let's let the animals back into the wild." They all agreed. The moral of the story is, in life, to get something you want, you must work hard for it. But remember, don't disturb wildlife. Thank you. See you next time.